Hey guys, it's Ren. I haven't done a video since my prom video because I've been super busy this week. Just a lot of stuff been going on. My phone's going off. But I got tagged. Oh gosh, I can't remember her name. I think it's Burks and Bees, but yeah, I got tagged by her to do the 13 personal questions tag. So I wrote down all my answers and questions on this notepad because if I'm on the spot with a question, I usually can't think of anything, and I need to write it down and actually think about it before I can just answer it. So I had to write them down. So I'm gonna go over them and just answer them for you guys. So the first question was, what do you order at Starbucks? I actually don't go to Starbucks that often. So, but when it's cold, I will get a tall white chocolate mocha, and if it's warmer, I'll usually get one of the creme frappuccinos. My favorite is the strawberries and cream one because I love strawberries. Number two, what's one thing in your closet you couldn't live without? My boots. I've shown my tan, they're my tan tall up to knee boots, and I think I've shown them basically every single outfit of the day I've ever done, except for probably a few. But yeah, I'm obsessed with them, so I love to wear them, and I'd be super sad if I did not have them because they look so cute with a lot of different stuff. Number three, what's the one thing most people don't know about you? One thing that people don't always know is about my name. My name Wren, it's spelled W-R-E-N, and it's actually a type of a bird, and it actually lives where I live, in my state, and they have it all over the world. It lives it's in the United States. They have a different one in Europe, and they have a different one in Australia too, which is actually kind of crazy. But yeah, so I'm named after a type of a bird, which is kind of interesting, and my sister's named after a tree, so it's kind of funny. Number four, name one thing you want to do before you die. One thing I really want to do before I die is go to Japan because ever since I was little, I've been so inspired by Japan, and just I've always watched little Japanese cartoons when I was little and stuff, and it's just so it makes me think of my childhood kind of. So I really like that. Number five, what's one food you cannot live without? Mangoes. I love mangoes. They're my favorite fruit. They're my favorite food. I'm not really sure if they're a food. They're a fruit though. Hang on one sec. Oh, I have a cold right now, by the way, so I'm gonna be sneezing possibly throughout this entire video and sniffling. Yeah, but mangoes are the best. I recently discovered this new kind of mango that's you know how mangoes are usually yellow and they'll have red and green on it? I found these ones that are all yellow and they're kind of citrusy almost. They're really good, so I'm obsessed with that right now. Number six, what's one phrase or quote that you live by? I don't really have a quote or a phrase, I think, but something that I always just tell myself, I guess in the back of my mind when things aren't going my way, I just think smile, and I usually smile through a lot of hard stuff. I've always been somebody who I'll hide my emotions a lot, and I'll kind of just smile through it and act like everything's okay. But yeah, that's kind of, I guess, my catchphrase or whatever. Number seven, what do you like and dislike about the YouTube community? I definitely love the fact that so many people are out here, and there's so many people that have so many common interests. There's so many people who do makeup and beauty videos, but it's so fun to just share with everyone and see what everyone else does and get inspiration from other people. What I hate though is all the haters on here, because there are so many people who just sit behind their computers and write mean comments to everybody on YouTube, even the nice, really really nice people, even the really cool gurus and stuff on here. People are just so mean, and it's so negative because it's people put their heart and soul out here. People come on here and they'll post videos thinking that they're good, and sometimes they're not good, but sometimes they're really good, and then people will just kind of beat them down, and it's really hard to take that kind of that kind of critiquing, because you're really putting yourself out there, and you're really putting it all on the line because you want to share what you have with the world. And when people kind of shoot you down, it's really hard to take that a lot, and you really feel like you shouldn't do it anymore. But yeah, that's what I really don't like, is all the people who are so mean on here. Number eight, what is your number one most listened to song? Right now, it would probably be Do It Like a Dude by Jessie J. I heard it, I think I saw the video on YouTube, and ever since I've been obsessed with that song. I always set it from my wake up tune on my iPod radio, so I'll always have it when I wake up in the morning. It's such a fun, energetic song. I love it. I think it's so funny. Number nine, what would you define your style to be? I don't really know if I have like a specific style. Like I kind of wear different things every day and I kind of just play around. I'm really a jeans and a t-shirt kind of girl and I think my style is kind of like not girly but like semi-girly and beachy. Like I love like really laid back kind of casually looking things that are just like really fun to wear and are like complicated. Like this top today, it's got like 2 layers to it, but it's really cool because it has like all this like extra little stuff in it. Like I guess you're wearing like those like kind of bib necklaces, but I just like really laid back, kind of just fun like loosey stuff that's kind of like beachy. I don't know. I love that California kind of vibe. Number 10. What is your favorite number? 17. Because I was born on the 17th of January, and 17 is just my lucky number. And like every time, okay, this is actually really funny. In my AP Government and Politics class in high school, my teacher gave us out all numbers so that when we were grading assignments, he would just put in our number in the computer in the class and he would give us grades instead of putting in our name. So I got number 17 when he called on me, and when he did, I was like, yes! And the teacher was like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, that's my favorite number. And he's like, oh, really? I was like, yeah, it's my lucky number. He's like, well, lucky you. And I was like, oh. But yeah, every time I get like a 17 for any kind of number when I get called on something, I get so excited. And I'm always like, ah, my lucky number. So yeah. Number 11, 2 hobbies. Definitely makeup. I love doing makeup. I love playing with makeup. That's why I'm on YouTube, of course. Also dancing. I'm not like a professional dancer. I've never taken dance classes or anything like that. But I do have a tendency to like dance around in my room when the radio's on when nobody's around. So I love to do that. I think it's so fun. And I love going to like school dance. I love school dances and just being able to like go crazy. Like I can do like the stuff where it's like what everyone else is doing, but I also like love like jumping around like if you're at like a rave. But I don't go to raves. I think that's kind of scary. But yeah. And then okay, number 12. What are 2 pet peeves? I absolutely hate it when people chew with their mouths open and they make that smacking sound. You know when it's like that sound. I can't stand it, and my mom does it, and it bugs me sometimes. And I just think it's really rude. It's like I don't want to see what you're eating. I don't. Ugh. And another thing is when people wear very obvious foundation. And what I mean by that is, girls in my school usually go tanning, and there's one girl in particular I always see who always has like a tanner body and then a really white, like cakey face. I hate when you know like that somebody's wearing like really obvious foundation, or you see that line because they didn't bring it down onto their neck, or when it's like they don't wear a foundation but they put on concealer and the concealer does not match with their skin tone and it's so obvious and like yellowy, and it's just like, do good makeup. I could teach you. And it just makes me frustrated. I don't like it. It's just a frustration I have. Okay, last question. Number 13. What is your guilty pleasure? Probably buying makeup. I spend way too much money at Sephora. I think I probably spent over the past 2 years a total of $1,000 at Sephora. And I just recently started purchasing from MAC, and I think I've already blown about $200 there. So yeah, I like every time I go to Target, I always get something from the makeup section. Actually, I need to get eyeliner, so I'm going to do that today. But I always go to the makeup section. I always find something that I'm like, oh, I should get this. So it's just like, I'll grab it, and I'm like, whatever. So, yeah, that's kind of my guilty pleasure. Like, every time I'm out at the mall, I always go to Sephora, even though I don't need anything. I just walk in there, and I'm like, oh, here's something I could get. And it's like, whatever. Alrighty, well, those are my 13 questions. So I hope everybody enjoys this tag. So I'm going to tag some people down below. So yeah, if you see your name or if I message you, then you'll know that you got tagged back. So I hope you guys all like this video, and I'll try to put up tutorials really soon. I'm sorry I've been so busy. I'm graduating in 19 days though. I'm so excited. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.